Hello and welcome.
Oh,
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
not even a second in.
Fuck you. It's okay.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Lewd Front podcast, where we dream of the day tomboy outback and femboy hooters becomes a juicy reality. I'm your host, War Noma, shitty content creator and professional little shit. As always, I got my co-host and creator, Oil.
Hello.
And today at the Lewd Seat, we have one of our dear friends, an inspiration to the hentai community, the muscle shading beast from the east, Ttrop.
I don't call myself that, but hello.
Well, we had to fucking hype you up.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Did we do a good job?
I think it's overhyped. I am not that great. I'm just a man.
Listen, man.
I'm but a man. That is what I am.
I'm but a man.
So, how we all doing this lovely evening?
I'm doing perfectly fine.
How's fucking work been, dude? Everything handling all?
Yep, I've been going through the old arts I've made, retouching, editing them for the work.
Ooh, really?
My work is doing the art for a game, so
Oh, what game?
it's a lot of different games that I do with Vortex 0000.
Oh, are you able to talk about any of them?
I just do the arts. I'm not that big cog in this motion of creation, but I like to think that I'm helping out with art.
Okay, for the podcast,
No.
for the recording to be a little more consistent, Ttrop, can you start from tell us who you are and what do you do and what's your background and everything?
My background. Okay, so from the top.
Yep.
From the top, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Ttrop. People can use either one. I don't really mind. Oh my gosh, it's hot.
It's all right.
I had to turn the fan off because I don't want to mess in with the sound.
Mm-hmm.
But how I started drawing? Well, I actually started in 2014 just as a stress reliever, not as a real work thing. So I started off doing cell shading because I didn't want to get too into it, and I thought cell shading is simple. It's a simple thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can just copy anime. I'm not trying to be somebody with this. I'm just trying to get the stress of work out of my head. And slowly people caught on to my work, and that was fun. But one day I got fired from my job because I refused to do a translation work for free because I was the only guy that was able to translate Korean to English. But I was also the newest worker. So in Korean society, when you're new and the youngest, you basically have no rights as a human being. So I chose to defy my high up people, and they hated that. So I got fired from my job. So that was like 2015, 16. I think it was 2015. So no job. People been asking for commissions, so I thought I'll try this. I'll give it a shot.
Okay, but what did you work at? What was your background before this now?
High school graduate, that's it.
Okay, but you said you had a job before.
It was an office job, but I've also worked under manga, Korean manga, so people call it manhwa, but I've worked under the people that made freezing anime manga. It's not a fun experience. It's just the Chinese factory, basically.
Is it that bad?
The creator of the series doesn't draw anything at all. He hires 3 main sketch artists, 4 background artists, 2 liners, and I was on the bottom of the totem pole where I put in the shading that uses the little dots in the manga. That was me. I did those. Also, panel lining, just making the boxes for the manga. I did that for a while.
And what did inspire you to start drawing hentai?
A lot of hentais I've seen did not have what I want to see, so kind of wanted to try it out and try it out.
Oh, so you're gonna see if you can make what you want.
Yeah, but you quickly find out you can't fap to your own work. So, it's a double-edged sword right there.
Is that a consistent thing among artists? Like they just don't get sexually aroused by their own work?
I mean, I'm sure there are outliers out there who are a bit of a weirdo,
I mean, when I started out, I kinda checked off to my own art, but that's mostly when I worked at it, cause I was looking like a lot of references from other stuff. And I mean, you sit here and basically watch porn for 8 hours. Of course, you're gonna get horny, but after doing that for like a year, you really kind of get desensitized by not just porn, not just your own art, but porn like in general.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, what was I gonna say? It's the idea of what you're gonna draw that makes you horny, not what you actually draw.
I understand. So, what is your end goal with all your artwork? Like, is there something that you're striving towards? Is there like some sort of idea that you have in your head that you want to, make into fruition before you stop drawing?
Oh, goodness. That's a question that puts the fear of God in my heart. My end goal? I don't really have an end goal, just make money, save up. That's my end goal, I guess.
All right, so no like dream, like no big, dream or anything. Just like just trying to.
I mean, I'm drawing porn. It's not like I can do anything huge with it.
I know there's plenty of huge stuff you could probably do. Maybe.
I mean, I would have to be as big as Shadman to be able to do something big, but I don't think I'll ever get there personally. As the rate of how I've been growing, I don't see myself becoming super big. I'll still work hard. I'll still try my best, but I gotta look at the world more realistically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Asian. I have to do it like that.
I like how every excuse of yours is just basically I'm Asian.
Because that's how I was born. I was born Asian.
We should start. We should start a tag like Asian Lives Matter, because obviously you're having it really hard.
I mean, if Asian lives really mattered, we wouldn't have started the virus. Now would we have?
The FBI are onto us. You can't say that. They're gonna kill us.
The secret's out.
They weren't supposed
the
to know.
Asian insider.
The Asian whistleblower. I've had enough. All right. So, what do you dislike about your work? Is there any like flaws in your work that you don't like? And of course, what do you like about your work as well?
There's so many flaws. I don't know what to point out. What I like, I guess. What I like. That's a hard question for an artist to answer. Because the artists find so many flaws within their art and so many little things to find what they like. But if I had to pinpoint on what I like, I would have to say I like how I do nipples. I feel like a lot of other artists kind of skimp out on the nipple details. It's like I think nipples are important. I think a lot of other artists kind of draw the nipples, but make the areola as like super tiny. Like there needs to be good areola to nipple ratio to the boob.
I hear you.
I think I'm a little bit running in place with my art right now. I feel like I need to have a bigger improvement, but I've been I think I've hit a wall at the moment. So I'm trying to overcome that right now by trying various different things, but artist wall is hard to overcome.
What kind of wall are we talking about?
I don't think I've seen an improvement in my art for a while, so I've been a bit sad about that.
Well, what do you mean?
I think like I'm just doing the same thing over and over. I have to branch out more.
I gotcha. So what do you think you're going to branch out to? Like, what are the things that are, you're thinking about?
I've been thinking about doing more detailed hair coloring and do some more animation if I have the time. It's the lack of time that I'm having most problem with.
Oh yeah, man.
What's been crunching your time?
And you need to pay rent.
Yeah. Experimenting is more of I got money to be a bit more free kind of thing.
I also kinda hit the same point where I can actually survive and pay rent from my commissions, but most of the time I really don't have the time to draw for myself anymore. But also, at the same time, I'm really glad that people support me so much.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm super thankful that people are supporting me, and I can't express in words about how happy I am that people want to see what I draw. But you know, I'm still human. I have my own wants and needs that are not logical to have, like wanting more time.
Yeah. It's hard to get more time in this day and age. Everything's so busy. And stuff.
Everything is also more expensive, so
Yeah. Hell of a lot more expensive. Shit's fucking... It's not good.
yeah.
But,
Well, actually, I really think it also depends where you're from, because for me, shit man, 3 commissions pay for 1 month worth of rent for me. And like 1 or 2 more commissions pays for my food, and everything else beyond that is like really spending money freely or just saving up.
Nice.
and that's fucking kick ass. Like, that's money you can fucking use. It's good shit. But actually, if it's alright, can I ask both of you a question? This was only supposed to be for Ttrop, but I want to understand. I want to ask both of you. So, is the life of an artist kind of lonely, and how do you counteract it?
I've never really felt loneliness all that much. After I had to move back to Korea, I've lost all my IRL friends, in real life friends. They're all gone now since I've moved back to Korea. So for like 3-4 years, first time in Korea, all my life was office job work, home, no real social life. So in a way, me drawing porn kind of gave me more social life than I could ever had, I guess.
I understand.
Yeah,
so it's been a positive experience.
Yeah. Other than my parents worrying about me staying home all day drawing. You know how parents are.
Yeah, the same thing is for me. Like, when I started drawing, of course, I installed Discord to talk easier to people and joined various servers. I like to just draw and jump into a random VC and just talk to people. I feel like I'm much more like open and social when I started doing this than like in my normal like everyday life situation. And I really fucking hate when people start talking like, oh well, internet friendship is not real and shit like that. Why?
I mean, this day and age, a lot of people get married because of internet meetings.
I mean, shit, Oma, we never fucking met in life. Hopefully one day we will, but I mean, never saw each other in real life, but I still consider you a really good friend.
Yeah, like, I feel like the internet just opens people up to a larger network than what they could experience, in real life, because you can only meet so many people from your day-to-day life. But when you're online, there's just so many more people you can fucking befriend.
I think like 20 years ago, then during that time, internet friendship probably wasn't a real thing. But as internet became more of a everyday thing that people need to use, as that grew, it became more real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think some people do meet over like games and stuff and actually do end up getting married. It's more of a common thing these day and age than ever.
Because everyone's online so often, they're always on social media and all that, and they're, looking for that social interaction that they can get, especially now with the coronavirus and all that shit going around.
Yeah.
So people are more prone to being social online anyways.
Especially if you're not some rich ass college kid. Like if you're in the real world working, like going to an office job work, those people aren't really gonna be a good close friends. The friends that you're gonna talk to is when you come home, get online, and talk to like your gaming friends. That's when you actually have a social life these day and age.
Because there's a lot less judgment online. Like, I mean, yeah, there are some people who are, toxic shitheads, but for the most part, the internet is just a much more welcoming place and less judgmental towards the things that people like. It's
Yeah.
just a welcoming place. I dig it. All right. You guys ready for the next question? All right.
Okay.
Name something you both love and why.
Money.
Okay, straight to the point.
I mean, shit, man. Money is money. We need that shit.
I mean, everybody loves money, but do you have anything that you like in particular?
Health?
Come on, man, don't do this to me.
You're blue balling us.
Huh. Oh,
There's gotta be something.
I've never been all that greedy for things that I want. Being the youngest in a household, I've never really was able to get anything that I want, so I kind of learned to let that go.
I think when I ask, do you have some small things in life that you really enjoy? Like for me, I don't know. I like going out for a beer and playing Magic the Gathering for 3 hours with my friends.
Yeah, like those little things.
Not sure. More time to play games? I haven't played games in a while.
Oh yeah, do you still play Runeterra?
No, my NA account got blocked because I'm in Korea. I'm no longer old enough to play any Riot games, apparently.
What? What? What does that mean?
Wait. I think they did that so because I'm Korean in Korea, and when I use NA account, I can't purchase anything with money. So I think they just got tired of having us Koreans and having NA accounts mucking up their servers. So I think they're trying to get rid of us. That's what I feel like is happening.
You think there's a bias going on? You think there's some shady shit going on at Riot headquarters right now? I'd fucking believe it.
Because it's not just me. It's happening to all the Korean accounts. That's all the Koreans that has their NA accounts.
Oh, so that's like a widespread thing that's going on right now.
And Riot's been closing any Reddit post that's been trying to talk about it. So, shady.
Oh yeah, that's some snake shit right there. I don't fuck with that. I haven't been able to play League in such a long time because it's such a shitty game now. I just can't. It's so not fun. Too toxic.
Didn't you play for 12 fucking hours with Sinful a few weeks ago?
Yeah, and that was a fun time. But then
Sorry, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. But yeah, we played for 12 hours straight, and that was such an amazing time. Because when you're with your friends, the small shit fucking toxic people, messing up the game, that's just that's something that you can slip under the rug. But then I try to go play by myself, and it's just, I don't know. The state of the solo and fucking duo queued ranks is just so scuffed right now. Everyone's such a fucking pansy, and I can't play it. I can't. Absolutely not.
I know how you feel.
Speaking of League of Legends, Ttrop, you do a lot of anime characters, right?
Yes.
Did you ever think about branching out to girls from League of Legends or?
I've drawn League of Legends girls before. The problem with video game character is that they're very detailed. What they wear, what they have on their bodies. It's crazy amount of things they have on their body. It's mostly because those things, when you make a 3D model, that's it. You don't have to constantly redraw it.
Yeah, but the thing is that we're hentai artists. We draw with the intent of the girls or guys not having clothes on. Also,
some 3D characters, their hairs are hard to interpret in a drawn form.
Really?
Because they're trying to make the characters more realistic than ever. So, it's like trying to draw an actual human these days with how they have it. Have you seen that DC game, Gods Among Us?
Mm-hmm.
All the characters are goddamn ugly, and they all look kind of same. How do you draw that? Just ugly fat pumpkins.
I never thought about them like that. I don't think I've ever played that game. Actually, Now you
Like
have me
as the
curious.
technology increases, at least in Western video games, the characters been just steadily getting uglier and uglier. Like I don't want to draw ugly people.
Yeah, I mean, but it's because the people are trying to use like motion capture more and more. I mean, do you guys remember Mass Effect Andromeda and how much of a shit show that was?
Ah, yes, I remember that.
Like I feel like motion capture is just lazy way of making video games.
It's not lazy. It's more. I mean, not back then, but now I think it's more budget friendly.
I mean, why make the characters so goddamn ugly?
Because Western media wants to portray as much realism as possible, but
Yeah, that's what I want.
They do not
When I
realize.
play,
They do not realize that reality is really fucking ugly.
like that's what I want. When I play a fantasy video game, I want to be pulled back into reality about how horrible the life is. You know, when I try to have an escapism experience, just pull me back in with your ugly ass characters.
It spits in your face.
Yeah, I remember when fucking GTA 5 came out and my friend was like, "Oh, this is the best single player game ever made," and I'm like, "Why the fuck do I wanna go bowling or golfing or shit like that in a video game?" Like,
Wait, you can bowl in GTA 5?
I remember you can do it in GTA 4 and like dating a chick or with your cousin or something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of like things you can do in GTA's that's mundane, and people don't usually do them.
But
Just in the game.
no, but the thing is, people praise that thing. I don't know
People
why.
praise it for the moment, but they're not gonna go in the game and play those games in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be forgotten about. Like if you go up to somebody random today and ask about what do you think of GTA 5, they're not gonna come out and say, I really like the bowling mechanics.
Okay, Ttrop, I have a question. What's your first like experience with hentai, like porn in general?
It was, I like to say it was on YouTube. Really, really early age of YouTube. Somebody uploaded a video of a Evangelion porn on YouTube, and it was like on the front page.
What?
During really early days of YouTube, somebody posted Evangelion porn. Like it's an old Evangelion porn, and it was on the front page of YouTube, and that's when I saw it.
I don't remember that.
It was like at the infancy of YouTube.
Oh.
It looked like Chinese knockoff version, but I think they spoke Japanese. I don't really remember. It's been quite a while, but they tried to match the anime style of Evangelion like to a T. So I think that's what has me remembering it. Like,
Did they at least do a good job at it?
nah, it wasn't very good. It was just a lot of still shots.
Oh, I see.
I was really thinking about that like a few days ago. What was my first experience with hentai? And it was not really hentai, but did you guys ever watched Ranma 1.5?
Yep,
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
I would say
it
that.
has nudity.
Yeah, I would say that was like my first experience with seeing animated movies.
It was okay because it was actually guy's chest. So
Oh, mine is just sad. I just remember fucking seeing the cyborg animation for fucking who's the artist? Zone. That's the first time I saw animated titties ever.
when Cyborg was having sex with Jinx,
Jinx, yeah.
that wasn't even his first one.
I know, but what was his first one?
I have no idea actually. I think some of his early drawing is Android 18.
Ah. Cause like I remember I was just fucking playing games and then that link came up. I was like, oh dude, what's this? Dude, I love Teen Titans. And I was like, oh, that's a penis. Oh, those are tits. Okay, I can rock with this.
It's a good animation. It's very smooth.
Oh, very nice, very lovely. Let's see.
Nowhere near I'm at.
Man, don't sell yourself too short. Like, your muscle shading is what I strive for at some point.
Man, why are Asians so much better at drawing hentai than
Asians
And
come
any
in
other
like
Asian.
Pokemons. Asians are like Pokemons. There's the artist type, there's the math type, there's the computer type, and there's the athletic type. And when they're good at one thing, that's all they're good at. Sometimes they're rare variants like dual typed Asians, but those are rare.
So what would you say yourself is? Like, would you say you're just the artist type, or are you like a athletic, or what do you do besides artists, like art stuff, or what would you consider yourself as?
Well, I'm horrible with computers. I'm very bad with math. I don't do sports. I don't cook. So, like your typical Asian Pokemon, I'm only one typed, and I'm not even that great at my typing.
Oh,
I'm
no,
like-
what? Fucking great.
I'm like the Meowth of the Asian Pokemons.
Wait, so
What's
you're
a-
like an experiment? Because like, well, like Meowth can talk though, so he has like 2 skills. Are you
Meowth
hiding
can talk.
something? Are you?
Meowth
hiding
is not a
something?
very good Pokemon.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the talking Meowth.
No, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Meowth can talk, but he's not a very good Pokemon.
I see. I'm a little slow today. The heat
Everybody's
has
tired.
scorched my brain. Yeah, I fucking went out grocery shopping in a rush before the podcast, and I was like, oh, dude, I need to get some fucking groceries. Oh, shit.
I hope
And then
if you guys needed time, I could have waited more. It's not like if there's any rush.
no, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure I fucking got this shit before the stores closed. Because they close early. Because they're like, ah, dude, we don't want anyone getting sick, so we have to fucking close super early. Because they start cleaning the entire store and whatnot. And I was like, all right, I'll just fucking, bike all over there and get my stuff and leave. Is there something that frustrates you that other artists do? Like, is there like a niche or something that many artists do that you just don't like?
Tiny areolas.
Is that all?
I mean, other things is like their own artist style. Like I can't hate what they chose to do, but I'm allowed to hate them making the areolas tiny.
Is that like your one gripe?
Yes.
See, I see. Like, what is the deal with that though? Like, what's with you and areolas and nipples? Is it something you like?
There's a mathematically a good ratio nipple to areola to boob. Okay, there's a good ratio to that, and
There's a
following
science
it.
to it. There's a science.
I like how you're all scientific about it.
Like if you're gonna have a big nipple, the areola should be big enough to cover the nipple and then some. Like I've seen some people just make a huge ass nipple and areola's just like a little tiny circle right around the nipple.
I see what you, and I'm like, oh wait, so actually there's another important question that I have to ask before we continue. Do you prefer tits or do you prefer ass?
Shit, we fucking always forget that.
Yeah, that like in the back of my mind, I was like, oh shit, I didn't fucking do it up front. Oh shit, what am I gonna ask?
I
But
mean,
now we're here.
I guess I'm forced to choose boobs because that's where the nipples are.
Mm-hmm.
But boobs itself, like let's say boobs had no nipples, then boobs aren't that great. Just it's the nipples that bring it all together.
But technically, a lot of people like asses, but asses are like boobs without the
Asses
nipple.
don't have nipples though, now do they?
And that's what I say. Asses are like boobs, but without the nipples.
Yeah, it's nippleless boobs.
I see. I mean, I respect it. I mean, I've never seen tits without nipples though, and if I don't think I want to see that. I don't think I need that image in my head. It sounds
Exactly.
disappointing.
Nipples is what brings it all together.
It's what attracts your eyes to it. It's the stuff that sticks out, that fucking piques your interest. And if it's not there, then it's just like you're staring at an ass. And if I wanted to stare at an ass, I'd stare at an ass.
Nipples are very important, you see.
You tie it all together. I never thought about it like that. I feel like I've been opened up to a whole nother world. Man, tits are fucking great, huh?
Welcome to the light side.
All right. Next question. Name 3 artists that have inspired you throughout your art career.
I don't know any artist names. I'm not very good at remembering names.
Mm-hmm. Or well, at least tell me about the art that you saw that inspired you, or like, what they were doing that inspired you.
Okay, when you think about this, I have like a quick question. Since Shadman is a topic always on every recording, what are your thoughts about him?
He's got a great style. He's been improving greatly in his art recently, and to top that off, he's got a very catchy style that draws people in. And now with his improved style, with his improved art, it's like very good. You can't deny that
it's really recognizable.
Yeah, you can't deny what he's doing is very stand out ish amongst the crowd.
Yeah, like even if you're not looking at his porn, like even if it's just like something that he's just drawn in his free time, like you can fucking tell that that's something that he drew, because it's just that style, that art style. It's just it's Shadman. That's what it is. And that's how you know you fucking done something right. Like if your art style is that recognizable, you're fucking doing a hell of a lot of things.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think I'm there yet. So when I draw fan art, I think I match the anime style too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you also have to consider that he has like 10 to 15 years more experience than both of us. So
I did start.
I really hope
drawing.
that I hope that I'm gonna get as good as him at some point. I mean, not like in the following. I know that's not gonna ever happen, but at least like get as good as him in art wise.
Yeah.
And like mentally wise, cause the dude does not give a shit about everybody about else's people opinions, which I respect the shit out of.
I mean, technically, when you're big as him, you don't have to. Like, if you're big enough, you don't have to care about what other people say. But when you're still growing, you have to care about what other people are saying. That's how you grow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a time and a place for when to care and when not to care. And when you're growing, that's when you should still care. It's not wrong to care. It's just how you survive.
Yeah, then in that developmental state, I would say that, all those opinions, all those criticisms, they can make or break you. And I mean, that does, bring into question when you shouldn't care. But for the most part, you should be listening to those people, because I mean, you could improve from that. But like, yeah, from Shad's point of view, like he's already, he's hit like a very high top level. So whatever criticism he does get, it doesn't matter, because he's already solidified himself as a very talented artist.
Yeah, it's also foolish to say this guy who says I suck is just a hater, because if one person thinks you suck, that means a lot of other people think you suck. It's just good to try and improve. It's never good to become complacent.
Shit, no. Any improvement's a good improvement. Like if you can just keep fucking bettering yourself every time you go out to do something or draw something.
I've seen some artists who've become complacent and say, "Oh, I'm good enough. You guys don't know what you're talking about. I've drawn for years, so you can't tell me how to draw when you haven't drawn anything." I've seen people that become like that, and I think that's more toxic than anything else.
I hear you.
It's always about trying to find one problem in your drawing. Don't focus on. If you focus on too many different things, that just distracts you too much. Just focus on one thing you think you suck at and try to improve on that. And when you think you've improved it, move on to another thing you think you suck at. Like that's how you slowly improve. Drawing is like growing taller. You're not gonna physically see yourself getting better, but eventually you're gonna notice that you've grown taller. I think that's when a lot of artists tend to stop drawing, because they want to see their improvement and it's taking a long time. So they kind of get dejected and they kind of stop.
But back to the original question, are there any artists that you take inspiration from?
Some artists I remember the names of is J Lullaby, and there was this one Japanese artist, but I don't remember his name. You have to remember, I'm very bad at remembering names.
It's alright.
Okay, so when you read hentai or look for references, what are the texts that you look most at?
A lot of my poses come from like Japanese adult videos. And I don't search for like specific thing. I just skim through a video and see see what good stuff is there, because Japanese people, like, they film their porn in a really, really like dramatic way with many different camera angles, many different poses. Like, there's a lot of dynamic poses and angles they shoot their porn. So there's a lot of great poses you can pull from there.
Interesting. I never really thought of it like that, or never really viewed it in that way.
You have to mute it because Japanese porn is super loud, though.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like they're constantly crying, and I don't know. Like, at first it's like, oh dude, that sounds pretty neat, and then it's like, when will it stop? And it makes me cry, and not through my penis. Oh, actually, do you guys want to touch the Twitter question?
Oh shit, we're at 52 minutes. Christ, yeah. Please do that.
All right, so Hard DK11. Their first question was, can you tell me the name of an anime that made you fall in love and made you interested in watching all different kinds of genres?
The first anime I watched was when I was a horny teenager, and it was Love Hina.
I think I've heard of that one. I don't remember what it's about though, but I think I've heard of that one. I think I may have seen an episode or two of it.
Kind of got me into anime because I was a very because I'm a teenager going through puberty. It was a harem anime with a lot of fan service. A horny teenager loves that, so kind of got into anime because of that.
Oh, okay. If an 18 plus company from Japan wanted you to make an offer for making a doujin or an animation, would you do it?
I mean, it's not gonna happen, so.
But would you do it? Like, if someone came up to you and said, hey, we're a big studio, would you like to do an animation for us? Or would you like to write a doujin for us? Would you take that offer?
It depends on the money.
How much money? Like, how much money would it take to convince you to do something like that? Or like a fair amount to you?
Depending on how much time I have.
Let's just say they give you ample time, you know, they give you an area to work in. Let's just say all the accommodations are there, but how much money would it take for you to go through with it?
Like, I guess couple months of my wage that I normally would earn. Because that would mean doing that would mean I would have to either stop doing my work or take a break from my work. So that income's gonna stop. I'm gonna need something that's gonna match the income that I'm gonna lose from taking a break from my work.
You know, you have to be, you know, fairly compensated for all that time you're gonna miss. Because that money's back if you miss it. I got you.
If that's happening, then I'll give it a shot, yeah.
Hell yeah. Nice. And the final question that they had was, name the top 10 anime that you like, plus give the top 10 couples from each series. Which is your favorite or wish they should have been together?
Again, I'm not very good with names. I don't remember names. I don't even remember a lot of characters' names from Bleach.
They have very complicated names.
And all the couples are kind of bad.
Well, do any come to mind? Like maybe 2 or 3?
Oh,
maybe.
I don't watch anime for like that kind of thing. I'm a weird guy. I don't really choose favorites. I don't have favorite food. I don't have favorite number. I don't have a favorite color. I don't really have those kind of things. I'm what you would call an abnormal person. So asking me for a favorite thing would be a hard question for me to answer, because I'm not really choosing what's my favorite. I'm just choosing what comes to my mind when you ask me a question. So top 10 favorite, I honestly cannot give you an answer because nothing comes to my mind.
And that's all right.
Well, Oma, what are your favorites?
You know, off the top of my head, I can only give like 3, because the thing is, I like romances in anime. I watch a lot of slice of life romance anime. That's kind of like my thing when I'm not watching One Piece. But I really dig the idea of fucking, and it's not canon though, so don't ding me too hard. But I like people shipping Aizawa from My Hero Academia and Present Mike. I think that's very cute, and I like it.
Who was Aizawa again?
The fucking sleepy one with the black hair and the bandages.
I don't.
He has
I
the
don't
eye
know.
The
drops.
one that erases when you look.
Yeah.
Oh, Eraser.
Eraser
Yeah.
head, yeah.
I like
Again,
that
I'm
one.
very bad with names.
It's all right. And the only other one that it's another non-Ken one, but I also like the idea of fucking Rowanoa Zoro from One Piece being shipped with Sanji. I like that. I don't know.
Of course you do. Fucking
I
fanboy.
I don't know. It looks so nice because they're so different and they're so manly, but in their own unique ways. And I find that very attractive.
Now, a lot of people ship Zoro with Robin.
And I respect it. I will never be a man to fucking shit on another man's ship, but I prefer Frankie and Robin. I think that's so much better. I like
Because
that.
she grabbed his balls once.
Yeah. Come on. You know Robin liked it. She wouldn't have done so if she wasn't at least into the idea of fondling his balls. At least that's what I like to think. That's the lie that I tell myself before I sleep, so I can find some sort of solace.
I mean, while she was doing it, she didn't show a face of disgust.
Yeah, she's not opposed to it. Maybe she was thinking of. Maybe he has a fucking big set of brass doorknobs, dude. You never know. It's like because his back was to the camera. You never know. He could be packing something.
You know, funny thing is, by canon, Luffy, Sanji, Zoro all saw Nami topless, bare breasts.
Oh yeah, because fucking Bon Clay when he transformed into Nami, yeah, he fucking just whipped. Also, yeah.
And after the desert arc, she does a special attack called Happiness Punch, where she just shows her naked body to the guys.
I remember that. Also, it's even funnier. It's canon that fucking Luffy has a mushroom dick. He has a penis that looks like a mushroom.
Yeah, the girls.
Or he just kind of poked. Is like, oh, dude, is that a fucking mushroom? I'm starting to think about things that I shouldn't be thinking about right now. I don't like this.
But I think that's more of a Japanese play on words, because they how Westerners call eggplant's penis. A lot of Japanese use mushroom as a placement for penis in Japan.
Oh, I didn't know that. And that's like a common thing that they use to fucking compare it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
The animal equivalent is an elephant.
Wait, why an elephant?
Because of the trunk.
Yeah, the trunk kind of. I assume the trunk kind of looks like a uncircumcised penis.
Now I have to think about that. Because, but just for the penis, right? Because when you're saying it's comparable to a penis, I'm thinking wait, do the ears represent the fucking nuts or something? I don't understand.
No, it's just the trunk. They don't even think about the balls.
Why not? They're an important part. Don't make me get political. I'll get political. If we're allowed to fucking have nipples on tits, I think a fucking shaft isn't a shaft without a pair of brass fucking nuts underneath it.
Okay, I'm not gonna even get into that. Let's just cut the fucking recording.
Alright, well guys, thank you for listening, and I hope you all have a lovely evening.
Bye bye.
Bye.
God damn.